Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in our newsrooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. ZESCO, powering the nation.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Jungle.
Good evening, and you are most welcome to Prime Television Main News. To present it, my name is Abigail Mutali. Here are the headlines. Edgar Lungu sworn in as Zambia's 60th president. UPND supporters harassed by suspected PF cadres in Lusaka. British government pledges to support Edgar Lungu's new administration. And in international news, Boko Haram attacks key Nigeria city. Well, for these and other stories, join us shortly after this break. And now the main news in detail. Edgar Chagwa Lungu has been sworn in as Zambia's 60th president at the Hero Stadium in Lusaka. The swearing-in ceremony started at 10 hours on Sunday and was filled to capacity. Edgar Lungu was sworn hours after he was declared Zambia's president yesterday. He becomes Zambia's 6th president after being elected in an election that was tightly contested after. Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe faced Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda, 4th Republican President Rupia Banda, MMD President Nevas Mumba, among other dignitaries, were present at the Hero Stadium.
Having been constitutionally elected to the office of President of the Republic of Zambia, do swear that I will faithfully and diligently discharge my duties and perform my functions in this office, that I will uphold and maintain the constitution and laws of Zambia, and that I will dedicate my abilities to the service and welfare of the people of Zambia.
And they'll be flying past very shortly.
On the other hand, I want to turn down my gratitude to all my colleagues in our great party, the Patriotic Front, for their unanimous decision to elect me as president of the party, which ultimately qualified me as presidential candidate. The journey was sometimes acrimonious and fractious, as we tried to find common ground as a family, and also as we from time to time fought into the battle with the opposition. We traversed the country, we went to the election, and we won, simply because we focus more on that which unites us as opposed to that which divides us.
Today, the 25th of January 2015, has gotten the eyes of the nation as well as the entire world on the land of Zambia. This great day, Zambia has indeed put in a new president, that is Edgar Chagwa Lungu, who is the 6th president that has taken over from late President Michael Sata. During his inaugural speech, the president indeed emphasized on the continuity of the late President Michael Chilufya Sata. Filled to capacity right here at Hero Stadium, the nation has indeed witnessed this great day. Martha Namanje, Prime TV News, Lusaka.
Meanwhile, people from all walks of life embraced the scorching heat to find their way at the Hero Stadium to witness the inauguration ceremony of the elected president. The residents of Lusaka gathered at the stadium as early as 6 hours in the morning just to get a glimpse of the new president and foreign dignitaries. And Zambians have expressed happiness at the election of the country's 6th president. The people have expressed optimism that President Edgar Lungu will continue with the developmental projects that were embarked on by his predecessor, late President Michael Sata. They have, however, called on the new president to lower the prices of meal and create more jobs, among other things that will help improve their lives and the country's economy.
They've done a lot, and I think we just have to expect a lot, because I'm thinking it's going to continue where the late president left.
God, that this election has gone peaceful, and Mr. encourage whenever rules that should accept my result, and tipitirize putiriza nation yatu kuipeleka pasogolo as peaceful. So niyamikira Mulungu na wonse mazambia tipitirize kunkala peaceful. Pamene chembelezana next year tipitirize na same spirit yamene tili nayo as Mazambians.
Mbwesa ndamufaka watu kamulumwaniche nga wali mfwa mbuli banene mboshinga bamupa manu na wawesa manu shinga bamupa manene nga wasebenza kwamba ichiche chako ali mpanembo palapaka shia batabasata bulambwa chili mwaniche nga wasenako alimwe kwamba ilusumpu lwaboneka.
Some foreigners from the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, living in Zambia, have allegedly been beaten and harassed by some suspected PF cadres. The foreigners say they were arrested moments after Edgar Lungu was declared winner of the election. They say they are now living in fear of their lives because they don't even know where to go for help. The foreigners have indicated to Prime TV that they do not know why they are being attacked by some suspected PF cadres. They added that they are not even voters and do not understand why they were attacked by the cadres. The foreigners have stressed they have reported the matter to the police, but nothing has been done about the situation.
Niribe probleme na muntu mu Zambia. Twataba ku Kongo chifuka cha vita. Twangena umu. Batata betu ni government ya Zambia. Home Affairs. UN. Ni baje bazatu sunga. Bazatu basakandira makangono. Twachita kandira makada tudi basikse. Twafaka pamozi. Tuanze kugulisa. Tupate kandira makakulisa bana na bakazi. Turibu ma problemi yonsu ya politiko. Hatuizibe. Nije tuataba ku Kongo tuabweluko. Tulibarifiti. Hapa tuzakamba lelo muma 2022-23 patuange na mu pakashopo paja batumenya maningi aba bamdara bafiente na kufiente bamdara banga nataba naenda ku polisi bakazi banga baba tenga benda nabo bakamba lelo uzafa nataba naenda ku polisi akamba this time yai na bwelela apa sinizi bakya kukamba apa katundu yonso batenga na mavovale yanga yabana yetu vonso baitenga apa tuzachita chani
before 22 hours pamene banapunda ti ba president bapasa tumvera chabe bantu bapunda panja funza ni chani lelo tuzaba paya lelo mafore na yonse lelo tubapaya izamvera liriko pakuzi tuli pa kashopu koja tuli bantu bali 6 bantu bali 6 bamudala benze bachoka mwanga wenda ku toilet somewhere huko so twenze na bashukuru mukati muja mu shop nde bashukuru bamudala bachoka ati kansi vala nivela chongo ibwela huko pamena kamba ati nivela chongo ibwela huko kansi bali bafupi pakuti beve bangena ku toilet ku mugeti muja baende ku toilet beve babwela manje kuyamba manje uponya chido bamenya baponya chido bamekana namba 1 kana namba 2 nivela light iri panja ya pwanyika ni chanyi mwe bantu so bashukuru beve benze kukona huku ini nataba nangena mu account so pamene manje bayikamanja baje ku Facebook kaja ka chanyi ka festi bachosa chanyi ka waya kali mukati nde kungena manje TV bili kuti chanyi tochi iri kuti bambo checking kuniona mja mu account kunichosa kunika pa mpando kunifyemba umo nifyemba huko kwendo imozi ni jaka bashukuru na Heaven wogoneka kuja kukona hivi vintu vamene mikatundu ili kwa kumbo chosa chabe
baada amwita pauti afu mumu kutolite kwa chia ishimabo ya mutampa nomba nena batampa kutumfa chinshi ifu tufota ifu tujiba foreign chinshi mule tukonkela nchapene mabuya tampa kutati ngande ya tampa kutobeka nomba vaya eku ya yita bambi nomba kufika 23 set ile ya mwene kakutia babwele futi group efi babwele nomba ekutobanga ndo kusende fintu fyonse fyachiba mungande fyonse ate tusi bikutati baka bwala la tetusi bikutati nimbanani bachiba abengi amusina nku 200 abantu edi bawo bato bangande yonse fesho kasho pokonse kayipanshe fitufine tulelanda.
Some UPND supporters have denounced and described the recent election as a stolen one. Speaking on behalf of the supporters, UPND Chawama aspiring Member of Parliament Morgan Munda says election was stolen by PF. Mr. Munda adds that it is not correct to indicate that the election was free and fair in view of so many irregularities that occurred. He says Zambia has lost again an opportunity when they should have elected a better president. Mr. Munda was speaking in Lusaka during a demonstration against PF's election victory. UPND leader Hakainde Hichilema has also refused to accept defeat in the tightly contested election.
As UPND observers and monitors that have undertaken these elections, we totally reject, deny that these elections were free and fair. Yes. From the word go, you saw how many of our people were being hacked with bangers, stopped from campaigning, where even the president of PF, the candidate Edgar Lungu, was threatening to beat up and eliminate HH and the UPND in the whole country. These threats of genocide cannot be taken lightly by the international community and the local observers in an election.
The concerns raised by the UPND were not tackled, and we ended up losing because of not being considered. Nevertheless, if Edgar Lungu has gone through and it has come to the point where the whole country is accepting, we may concede defeat, but personally it's not very okay.
British High Commissioner David Thornton has pledged to support Edgar Lungu's administration. And Mr. Thornton has congratulated the Electoral Commission of Zambia for conducting the election in a free and fair manner. Mr. Thornton says organizing the election at short notice was a tough job, as they had to recruit and train around 40,000 temporary staff to run the polling stations. He says the election process itself had numerous checks in it to prevent fraud, adding that it was very transparent. Speaking in a statement released to Prime TV, Mr. Thornton says the British government will work with Mr. Lungu's government for the further development of the country. Well, you are still watching Prime Television Main News Bulletin with me, Abigail Mtali. Just a reminder of the top stories as we take a commercial break. Edgar Lungu sworn in as Zambia's 6th president. UPND supporters harassed by suspected PF cadres in Lusaka. British government pledges to support Edgar Lungu's new administration. Stay tuned.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in our newsrooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
What's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real, cause you look so free. So let's chill. Have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Freaky Fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. We now continue with the news. A 32-year-old lady of Lusaka's Kanyama compound has died after being hit by a speeding vehicle which was being driven by celebrating PF cadres. Anna Zomba died Saturday night when jubilating PF cadres ran over her and 6 others. But sister to the late, who did not want to be named or put on camera, said her sister's death was not an accident, as the people who killed her intended to kill her but mistook the sister for her. She explains that being a UPND supporter, she has always been threatened of being killed for supporting the opposition political party from the time she left PF to join the UPND. And mother to the deceased, Mrs. Zomba, wondered why her child was a victim of political violence. Currently, the body of the deceased is lying in the University Teaching Hospital mortuary.
Naboja bena receiving a phone call ati mwana wanga bampaya. Bati mkufunza fonsa mene benzepo pamene paja profupi bantu ati ayiwe umuntu ezoziendera kuna choka cha bekanta uko nishibali fulu makuba PF. Nishibali chita celebrate. Ndiba nabula bampitamo maje pakuti vija changa mukalewe nshimotoka ya mufikamo.
These same cadres were looking for me. Instead, they had to take the life of my sister. So this is unacceptable. We are appealing to the government. At least Edgar Chagwalung should do something. We've got all different political affiliation. You understand? This girl was coming from work. It doesn't mean that she's PF or UPND. No, she was coming from work. An independent girl, a Zambian citizen, dying a premature death for.
And in Garden, a car belonging to suspected PF cadres was burnt to ashes in the early hours of Sunday after it hit 4 people. It is believed that the car, which was driving at high speed while hooting, ran over pedestrians, killing 2 on the spot, while the other 2 are reported to be at the Meanwhile, a house and bar belonging to Mtendere UPND ward chairman Grazia Matapa has had its windows and door frames smashed by suspected PF cadres. The incident happened slightly after 23 hours when Edgar Lungu was declared winner in the just held presidential by-election. Wife to the owner of the property, Kafula Matapa, said she has reported the matter to the police for any action, saying the people behind the acts are very well known as PF cadres. And some UPND youths have vowed to defend themselves if provoked. They state that it is unfair for the cadres to engage in such acts, especially that they are the ones who have won the elections.
Usiku nukuru kutoka hapa mimi nangu nitengeneza bichitenge kuvanika ujamgazi batibi chitira batibi atisetiri benze tizaku onani but zone bana batizaku onani ni bachitika.
What kind of a country is this? They have won the elections, but we want to tell them the fact that we haven't accepted defeat because this election has been rigged. So now we want to assure the police that we are watching and we know these people. If the police has got no money power, we're going to handle them ourselves.
This election has even made us to be more stronger than the way we were. And we are saying come 2016, PF will give them tough time. Moreover, we have already started campaigning.
Sembe bantu bao bankalazi manje tibamba kutumenya menye tubatumenya chifuka cha chianise batu ono baononga vintu onani mwamene bachitira nitupe mpango imwe mwamene mwankala government mwauzeni bantu banu balege vamene bachita banamba kudala na mapanga matu zankala bwanji muno muziko onani mwamene tuanze kunkalira muri bakaunda kwenze kuli beridio ili yonse nchite vomenya na menyana inali one Zambia one nation mwamene tunalengewa na Mulungu manje ni chetu mwamene tuamba kusankana ni chiyandu zankala bwanji ise.
Southern African Development Community, SADC, has commended Zambians for the smooth transition of power following the death of President Michael Sata last year. Zimbabwean President, who is also SADC chairperson, Robert Mugabe, says the Zambian people have shown true democracy in the manner they have handled the elections. He says there is need for the newly elected president to embrace all people in the country and ensure that there is harmony among all people. President Mugabe has urged the Zambian government to ensure that the less privileged are remembered and to provide jobs for the youths in society. The Zimbabwean president was speaking during the inauguration ceremony of Zambian President Edgar Lungu.
The untimely passing away of the late President Michael Sata is partly the product of institutional reform that we exist as the SADC family. The peace and tranquility that we enjoy in our region is one among many positives in our efforts to turn around the fortunes of our region. It gives us the opportunity to direct our efforts towards the welfare of the region. To my dear brother and colleague, the newly elected president, I say that the people of Zambia have given you the mantle of leadership at a time when great opportunities exist in this country. In particular, as we take up.
Well, we take our second and final break, but still to come in international news, Boko Haram attacks key Nigeria city. Don't go away.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Welcome back. In international news, U.S. President Barack Obama has telephoned Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to offer his condolences after the apparent murder of a Japanese hostage by Islamic State. Mr. Obama says the U.S. stood shoulder to shoulder with Japan. Mr. Abe says he accepted that a video claiming Haruna Yukawa had been killed by IS was likely to be authentic. The Prime Minister has demanded the release of a second Japanese hostage in the video, said to be Kenji Goto. On Tuesday, Islamic State IS had said it would kill the two men unless Japan pays $200 million within 72 hours. Boko Haram fighters have killed at least 15 people near Nigeria's northeastern city of Maiduguri, where the country's President Goodluck Jonathan is due to launch his re-election campaign. Maiduguri has seen repeated attacks by Boko Haram since 2009. The armed group is believed to have killed thousands of people since then in an effort to establish its own state. The latest attack came as Jonathan was due to launch his re-election campaign by the February 14 polls at a rally in Maiduguri. Well, for these and other international stories, here is Al Jazeera.
Voting's underway in Greece in a snap general election that could change the direction of the country sharply. Opinion polls suggest the left-wing Syriza party is ahead of the incumbent Prime Minister Antonis Samaras' party. The US President Barack Obama's in India, where the country's Prime Minister Narendra Modi broke with protocol for that hug, and as he got off the plane in New Delhi, his three-day visit's expected to include talks on climate change, defense and economics. The US President has offered his condolences to Japan's Prime Minister after the apparent killing of a Japanese hostage by ISIL. Shinzo Abe is demanding the release of another hostage, the Japanese journalist Kenji Goto. There have been fierce battles between ISIL fighters and Iraqi forces near the eastern province of Diyala. Security sources say at least 32 Iraqi government forces and militia died. Around 100 people are also said to have been hurt. Security sources say Iraqi forces have regained control of a number of villages there. Spanish police have arrested 4 men suspected of having links to ISIL who were allegedly planning an attack in the country. The police raided 2 homes in the North African Spanish enclave of Ceuta, seizing guns, ammunition and military fatigues. They say the men were following instructions given to them over the internet by ISIL's leader. Yemen's emergency parliamentary session has been postponed. Tens of thousands have been protesting against the Houthi rebel group. 3 people were injured in this rally at Hodeidah, but it's unclear whether they were hurt by gunshots or the crush. At least 9 people have died during battles between tribesmen and Houthis. Ukraine's president says he will punish those he describes as the evil perpetrators of a rocket attack that killed at least 27 people in Mariupol. A rebel leader in the east has claimed responsibility for the attack and declared an offensive against the strategic port city. In Afghanistan, 2 people have been wounded in a bomb attack carried out by the Taliban. It was at a gas station near Kabul's military airport. Police say a truck laden with explosives had been trying to enter downtown Kabul when it blew up.
To end the news, here are the headlines once again. Edgar Lungu sworn in as Zambia's 6th president. UPND supporters harassed by suspected PF cadres in Lusaka. British government pledges to support Edgar Lungu's new administration. And finally, in international news, Boko Haram attacks key Nigeria city. Well, thank you so much for staying with us. On behalf of the production team and the news crew, this has been Abigail Mtale.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in unused rooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. ZESCO, powering the nation.